Looks like a mold of 6 for Andres. Volcanic Island pass. Savannah. I'm a young base god asks, what's the worst violation you could do in a game? Laugh or have fun during a tournament? I think laughing is offensive. It's offensive. It doesn't respect Richard Garfield and Mark Rosewater. It doesn't respect all the Pro Tour and World Championship winners. Were they laughing when they won the World Championship? No. You think when Richard Garfield was pitching the idea for Magic the Gathering, he was laughing? No, he was serious. Serious stuff. Dave Kaplan says, laughing is how you concede in old school brawl. I often think about, when I'm talking about things like this, someone tunes in for the stream for the first time and they're like, wow, a Paper Legacy channel. Never heard of this one before. I'll sit down and watch for a few. And I just start saying stuff that's so insane, and they leave and they never come back. I think about that a lot. We've probably lost a lot of people who didn't realize it's all just being silly. Eddie the Intern says, is that shortcutted into the official old school brawl rules? There are no official old school brawl rules. It's just whatever Roland Chang wants. Roland Chang is the dictator.
I'll go to my end step. Are you doing something in your end step? I'm gonna do something. Sure. Sorry. I'm gonna do what? I'm gonna start here.
All right, crop rotation, floating a white mana. Urifici says, awesome channel, thank you. Richard and Pizza says, whoever likes Legacy should enjoy Old School Brawl. Old School Brawl looks fun, I'm not going to front. Enigma Machine is here. Says, we have that same problem on our channel. Some people enjoy zaniness. Others are looking for a stream with just Magic gameplay and some commentary. Yeah, I still don't understand. I still don't know how to explain to people what the heck is going on this channel, to be honest. I just don't even know what to say. It's an art form. It's an art. Keith Master Flex says, pour one out and grab a bagel for those we've lost. Yeah, I think that's just my approach at this point. I played Modern on Monday on the MM another Twitch stream hosted by Ben Bateman and Kess Wiley. And I got hit with Tasha's hideous laughter more than once. And that was a lot of fun.
Or you don't know.
Attacking with DRC. I think that's the first damage of the game. And here's Murktide. I believe it'll be a 7/7. Cooldown complete. Hype train is ready to leave the station, says Twitch. I've just been alerted. Wow. We can have another hype train at any moment. No laughter in Modern. Yeah. Thanks, Kess Wiley and Ben Bateman, for inviting me to come jam some Modern, though. That was a lot of fun. I play Modern a bit.
Or you can do it in your end step.
Oh, something happening.
Well, no, your lands aren't tapped.
In your end step. Ah, yeah. Yeah. So it's fine.
We see Andres wearing a spicy emote t-shirt. What deck do I play in Modern? Right now I have Blue-Red Murktide and Eldrazi Tron built. Those are the only decks I have the cards for. I haven't kept up with picking up cards for the format during the pandemic. So for a bit, I only had whatever was legal before the pandemic, plus whatever was legal in whatever was getting played in Legacy, like Murktide, Ragavan. So that's where I ended up with Modern. And Eldrazi Tron has very few new cards in it. I think the newest card in Eldrazi Tron is like, it might even be Karn. Is there a newer card that oh, I guess Urza Saga. Urza Saga made the deck, but I had those already. Yeah, Saga. But I don't think there's any other card that came out in the last 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. There's probably one I'm forgetting. Sylvan Library happening here. Maze Mind? Yeah, I don't even have Maze Mind. I don't even own any of those. Yeah, I have Ragavans already. I had them for Legacy, so. Hirschnee, thanks for the sub with Prime. Thank you. Making use of that one free Amazon Prime Twitch sub that everyone has per month. Smart. Thank you, Hirschnee. Today's storm count is 5. Oh, man. I'm like... It's like a slow motion train wreck. Me getting ready to play some Pioneer. I still have not bought any Pioneer cards. I'm going to be the person buying $50 pathways at some point. I'm wasting so much time.
My turn.
I have to get a move on and start buying pathways and deserted beaches and... Oh, man. It's like overwhelming how many cards I need for Pioneer. I don't even know what deck I want to play. What deck would you play if you were me in Pioneer, chat? What should I play? Someone just tell me what deck to build. I'm being serious.
3D and actually part of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I want.
But we'll do it later.
Yeah, other ones like so.
Oh yeah, like different.
Apologies that the life totals weren't updated. In my brain, it was like updated already, but it wasn't. Sorry about that. We have 5 different answers for what deck I should play. Thanks for nothing, chat. I'm just playing. Do all 5 decks, yeah.
We good?
Yeah.
All right, Dave Kaplan got game 1. Gonna turn 1 ponder. So many new lands, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I kind of like the restricted mana bases in Pioneer. It makes the format interesting. It feels like, and I'm not even saying this ironically, like how Magic is supposed to be, where you don't just have perfect mana all the time. I feel pretty strongly, actually, that we need more Fetchland and dual land hate in Modern and Legacy, to the point where people have to second guess, do I want to play Fetchlands in my deck? It's risky because this and that can happen, and I, lose the game because I have Fetchlands. I think that would be a good thing. Well, Stifle does exist in Legacy already, obviously, but Stifle also, the problem with Stifle is that it stops a lot of other things that people are trying to do in Modern. Like, stifle your Solitude trigger, stifle your Stoneforge, ETB, stifle. Like, Stifle does more than stop Fetchlands. So Fetchlands would still be fair game. But just some, picture just some, I'm not a card designer, and nor will I probably ever be, but 1-drop creature that says your opponent can't search their library. Like, that kind of card could make Modern so much better. Or that kind of effect. Playing Sajiri step, tap, no target. All right. We just need cards in the format, like even just a sideboard card. If your opponent searches their library, you cast it for free, and they lose 10 life or something. I don't know. Just something to make people run less fetch lands and have less perfect mana. And honestly, what I like about Pioneer is that I'm not shuffling my deck every 5 seconds. We have to just stop the shuffling with card effects, I think. Punish people for it. Opposition Agent was a great start. We need more cards like that. More cards that are like, I'm using a tutor effect, and now I'm so wrecked. That is fire design. I don't know, chat. And YouTube commenters, you can tell me what you think. Here's Choke. I don't think it's resolving, though. I think Wizards of the Coast should hire me to design all the new cards. What do you think? I think I would be perfect. Savior saying it perfectly. We have been too pampered with fetch lands. It has become an expectation to use them, which limits deck building and creativity. I agree. I would love it if pathways and whatever other like untapped duels are in existence were playable in Legacy. I think it would be I think it would be great. Archive Trap, yeah. I got Archive Trapped on that Modern stream too.
So it's really hard.
I mean, tutor hate cards would probably be bad for Commander, which is why they kind of stay away from it. But the 1v1 formats really could use it. It would help. Strip Mine, yeah. Strip Mine would be... I'll use the word interesting. I'll just say interesting. Here's Knight of the Reliquary. I don't think that's resolving either. I was wrong. It resolves. Oh, but it was so small it got bolted and died. Oh, wow. Okay. For some reason I thought it was like a 7/7. But obviously we can see the graveyard right in front of us. I just wasn't really paying attention. Murktide. Looks like it's going to be an 8/8. That's, I mean, Green-White Depths can beat Murktide, obviously, but it's going to have to be dealt with. Maybe we just need a card that says, like, your opponent can't search your library for lands. But that would also just be like gross in Commander. I don't know.
I'm gonna respond.
Crop rotation sacking Savannah in response to Brainstorm. Getting flagstones. Okay. Floating a white. Another flagstones getting another crop rotation sacking flagstones. Interesting. Getting Savannah from the flagstones trigger. And a Maze of Ith. Okay. All right. So a Maze of Ith found here in response to a Murktide. And now Brainstorm and Resolve. In response to a Brainstorm, rather. Did I say Murktide? Hard Mode. Thanks for the sub with Prime. Thank you. Thank you. If you have Amazon Prime, you have one free Twitch sub per month. And if you don't use it, Jeff Bezos just keeps the cash. Greetings from Germany. Hello from New York City. Welcome. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the sub. You don't use it, you lose it. Exactly. Maze of Ith targets the Murktide. And a fetch and double DRC, says Dave Kaplan. Unclear if there's Delirium. I don't think so, though. 3 cards in hand, it looks like, for Dave. Yeah, Blast Zone would be good here. I don't think a card like Choke is going to win the game at this point. I don't think a card like Wasteland the play. Okay, tapping 3. Thinking about a Knight. Choke, okay. It's getting forced, pitching Delver, 2 Surveil triggers for Kaplan. Putting Bolt in the graveyard. And Daze in the graveyard. Okay. Prismatic Ending on DRC. All right.
What did you excite with a foe?
So it looks like there is not Delirium yet still. Instant land? The only types? Ooh, another Murktide coming down, it looks like, so never mind on worrying about Delirium. Trigger on the first Murktide. Looks like 4 counters will be going on it. So that one's an 11-11. Or 12-12, actually. Maze will untap the 12-12, and
16, 18.
Andres will take 1.
I think 18, but I'm not sure.
Looks like they had life totals wrong on the counter again.
What do you have?
Apologies for that.
Do you have 2019?
I have 16.
I might have missed a couple.
I have you in 16 and me in 9.
16 and 19?
That's what I have.
Creature, the 2-mana creature.
But now I take this and I go to 18.
18.
Against.
No, I had it out there. I played the Misty Land last turn.
Prodigy Child says 2-mana 8/8 flyers are good. Yeah, turns out they are. Here's Knight of the Reliquary and an Elvish Reclaimer in passing. The second, Submerge. Submerge happening here with Knight of the Reliquary and Surveil trigger resolving, putting a Murktide into the graveyard.
Shit, everything was perfect. Yeah, bro. It's crazy how everything aligned like perfect.
All right. In disbelief, Dave Kaplan gets there.